What's up guys, Ken here. Some weeks ago, a couple of my viewers have been asking me about Rose bikes, and I did already some buyer's guide just based on Rose bikes website. One of the model I've been asking about is this one, Rose Pro SL. So I thought it would be really cool to have chance to really touch this frame set and tell you something about it. This is like a quality check, because on the website I got the impression that this is really high quality product, and I must tell you that it really is. It really is so. What do we have here? This is of course the road frame set, aluminum one, 7005 T6. We can read here ultralight alloy triple butted tubing. So we have both hydroforming. They don't tell us anything about hydroforming, but it is hydroformed, and triple butted. That means that we have three different widths of our tubes to shave the weight and give us really compliant and stiff frame set. This is really something cool. One of the first things that I just had to check is all these joints between the head tube and the upper tube and the down tube. Rose says that this is like a carbon design, and it does look like a carbon frame set because you don't see any kind of welds here. So it doesn't mean they are not there. It's just smoothed so well. You can't feel under your fingers any kind of imperfections here, and it applies same for this huge joint and for this joint of the seat stays, seat tube, and the upper tube, the top tube. There is like no welds here. Now I cannot tell you that this is the strongest thing, because Cannondale used to say that by smoothing welds they are making them stronger. Now some manufacturers say that by smoothing welds you are also weakening the joint. So I don't know, but in my opinion here there is no like lack of the material. I think that they just make like a huge weld, maybe double pass weld like Cannondale, and they just work a lot on smoothing them. On the seat tube we can read also designed and engineered in Germany. There is no like handmade sign on this frame, but on the website they say it's been handmade. So it does really give you this this feeling of a high quality product. What I love about this frame is of course this joint here, but the down tube is just awesome. It's so oversized. It's just bigger than on my Cannondale Cat 10. It's like on one of the bikes I used to have in the Principia model. I think I've made the review of that one. It looks so cool, and then it's just tapering towards the bottom bracket. But here, if we look at the bottom of it, you can see that the width here is actually larger than on the upper area. So the joint between this one, the down tube, and the bottom bracket is really strong. I love this one. Now the seat stays are very thin for some more compliance, but chain stays are not that thin, so those won't be able to work so much on some bumps. I think that the feel of this frame will be like really light and stiff construction, maybe not that compliant, but light and stiff. I wouldn't really expect for this frame to be like very comfy, but this is only from what I can see. If you are riding one, just let us know. And maybe the viewer that was asking about this Pro SL, if you've bought this frame, let us know what do you think about it. The full carbon fork means that we have carbon blades, carbon steering tube, and also carbon dropouts. So it's like 100% carbon. It's lovely. The tapered head tube gives us 118 upper bearing and 1.5 this one at the bottom of the head tube. There is no bending on the fork, it looks really straight. It kind of reminds me of Stork Stiletto, which I also love, so the bike looks awesome. Now one thing I don't like about this frame is the internal cable routing. You know why? In my opinion, it makes your shifting and braking performance worse than the external one, but in terms of the look, it will really look cool. But then the cable port just here is being done very well. I'm gonna show you that one. When I'm comparing this one to like Merida Sculptura or Merida Cyclocross, on many bikes this port is just huge hole in the down tube and those cables sticking out. Here we can see that there is some additional part just welded in, and the port is completely locked, it's closed, so there will be no dirt coming in, but even more importantly, there will be no loss in terms of the stiffness. This is the joint between the down tube and the bottom bracket. So this one is really cool overall. I must tell you, I do like Rose. Big plus for Rose. I hope that you will just continue making a high quality product, which is not that often in nowadays to be found so easily. The black finishing, this big huge Rose sign with this green, my just lovely, my favorite one, green Pro SL, and here this sign looks just awesome. So that's it for this review. If you've got one, let us know. What do you think about it? Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.